I want you to think of the rivals from Pokemon for a moment. All of the unique and creative rivals from each and every game, their stories, their Pokemon, and how they act towards you in the game. Now I want you to pick out a particular one that you don't like very much. One that may have annoyed you, or one you feel has no strong qualities or values compared to other rivals. Which rival did you think of? You thought of Barry? Why would you think of Barry?
What do you mean you don't agree with me?
Barry is arguably one of the best rivals from all the mainline Pokemon games. The only reason he gets overlooked compared to every other rival is because of his signature hyperactivity, his tendency to bump into you, and how he claims he'll fine you if you're late. Which he never did, by the way. My Pokédollars are safe. I feel like personality is a great point to rank a character in general, but it's just as important to look at other qualities as a character as well. In Pokemon's case specifically, you should also look at their battling ability and other skills as a Pokemon trainer. Barry's Pokemon are quite tough, and he has some solid choices too. He picks a different grass, fire, and water type Pokemon to make up for the type he lacks depending on the starter he chose. His Pokemon are typically high leveled when you battle him, and he's always one step ahead of you when collecting gym badges during your journey. His entire battle strategy revolves around making sure his Pokemon don't take any damage during battle, like raising evasiveness and making sure all his attacks land, because he doesn't like to see his Pokemon get hurt. He's also very inspired by his father, Palmer, the frontier brain of the Battle Tower, and aspires to be as good of a trainer as him. Compared to a lot of other rivals, Barry has some actually challenging battles. There were plenty of times where his starter had been evolved and mine hadn't yet. I mean, in your third battle, he already has his second stage. And in his fourth battle, he already has the levels necessary to have that third stage Evo as well. He just holds back because, you know, he's kind. But of course, being a great Pokemon trainer doesn't make you a great rival now, does it? What are some other qualities Barry has that makes him a good rival? Well, for starters, he doesn't verbally harass you and bring you down when he speaks with you. Sure, he says things like, "You'll never beat me," or "I'm totally better than you," but that's all in good fun. Besides, he acknowledges your strength and even claims that you are better than him at several points in the story, and he doesn't get all pissy about it either. He just claims he'll have to get better in order to beat you. Not to mention, he actually backs that up by getting better and completing the gym challenge and following the same goal he had all game, and oh my gosh, Hop, I love you, but that's just embarrassing as a rival, man, come on. Another knowledgeable trait that Barry has aside from his hyperactivity is his integrity and kindness. Because rivals don't have to be mean to be good. In Platinum, Barry thinks it's a clever idea to run into the tall grass without a Pokemon, and luckily the both of you are stopped before this plan comes to fruition by Professor Rowan. When the professor acknowledges that you and Barry's plan to enter the tall grass without Pokemon was foolish, Barry steps in and claims that if anyone should be exempt from getting a Pokemon, that it should be him and not you, since going into the grass was his idea and he takes full blame for it. How kind. It's nice to have a rival who can be in high spirits without all that extra rude and unnecessary bravado. He just sees the player as friendly competition, and that's exactly what it is. Now, I know a lot of people dislike Barry for his more hyper personality and practical inability to remain still for very long, but I want to show you something that Barry can do that a lot of other hyper rivals cannot. Let's use Nemona, a fairly energetic rival herself, as an example. When Barry is placed into serious situations, he's able to direct his energy into being serious. Like when Team Galactic set off a bomb at the Great Marsh in Lake Valor, and Barry was quick to want to help and keep other people safe. Like when he lost a battle against Jupiter at Lake Aquity, and has a more serious spiel acknowledging that he needs to get better and even points out where his weak points are. Now Nemona? She can't be serious for shit. Even after you and your friends traverse to Area Zero, battle scary and dangerous Paradox Pokemon, hear Arven's depressing childhood story, have an encounter with a dangerous Koraidon/Miraidon, learn that the professor was dead and an AI, and departs to their respective era. Okay, but Miraidon's battle form though. This is no shade to Nemona. I don't dislike Nemona. I think she's cool. It's just stating the facts. There should be a line drawn at a rival's silly or energetic behavior, because I think high energy rivals are just as good as the more serious or laid back ones. They just need to know when to be serious sometimes, especially when the time calls for being serious. So Barry's more energetic personality shouldn't be what drives you away from liking him. When I think of what makes a good rival, personality-wise, I think of a rival whose Pokemon are strong enough to rival mine and who has a good attitude towards a specific goal that they want to achieve. Someone who's fierce but not rude. like Hugh, or someone who has an easygoing personality and isn't rude all the time, like Hal. These kind of rivals are just the best kind, and if you have a problem with your rival being nice to you, I think that's a you problem. If disliking a character is as simple as saying he's annoying, then I really think you need to rethink how you perceive a character in general, because it's just not fair. Outro time. Hey, so this video was made with the help of no one, because I had to sit here and think about why people would ever dislike a character that I like very much. And it's like sad, because why? You know, I feel like people just dislike rivals who are like, it's literally a thing in the Pokemon community of people who dislike rivals who aren't constantly berating you and degrading you and being rude. It's like all of a sudden rivals who are not mean, they're just boring, they're your friend. That's not my rival, that's my friend. It's like, bro, what is up with you? Like, why do you want someone to verbally harass you all the time? Are you okay? Are you into that? Like, I like Barry. I like a lot of the rivals. There's only one rival I don't like, and I will be making a video on that because I think that they're the worst rival in all of history. Of all history of rivals ever. Okay.